Hi everyone, this is my long-awaited first video. I have been looking forward to putting a channel together to share my weight loss process and the reason that I chose to go with intermittent fasting to accomplish my goals. So welcome, I hope that you'll join me for it. Before jumping into why I chose to go with intermittent fasting, I would like to share a few key things about myself. I am no stranger to working hard, digging deep for the things that matter to me the most. I was a teen mom. I left home early at the age of 17 to leave an unhealthy situation, and I realized from the moment that I met her that there is more to being a parent than just meeting basic infant necessities. I knew that I wanted to model positivity for her and goal setting. And so that's why I decided to begin my steep climb up my personal hill of challenges, and I became a nurse practitioner. The other key thing that I want to share is that I have lost a substantial amount of weight, not once, but twice. The first time was with my pregnancy. I gained upwards of 90 to 100 pounds. Yes, up to 100 pounds. I took eating for two to a whole nother level, but you live and you learn, right? So with my second pregnancy, I was able to gain a healthy 30 pounds. I lost 20 before I even left the hospital. But then, as so many of you can attest to, juggling being a mom and a career is not exactly conducive to self-care. And before I knew it, the weight had started to creep back up. I was up 70, 80 pounds and completely miserable. I had spent a great deal of time on my couch throughout the years, studying, eating snacks to keep me awake, very unhealthy habits. With my second round of weight loss, I was in the medical field, more aware of how truly unhealthy I had become. And I decided I needed to lose the weight. So in the past, I had lost the 80 pounds, not really focusing too much on how healthy was my approach. I really didn't know very much about nutrition, weight loss. And so I went with commercial advertised weight loss methods. I did Slim Fast, I did meal replacements, I did frozen meals, calorie restriction, low fat, also done juicing. I've done keto, I've taken prescription medication, you name it. This weight loss battle has been ongoing for so many years. But even though the weight was coming off, I felt unhealthy. I felt so unhealthy. When I began my second attempt at weight loss, I utilized more of the clean food, whole food eating approach, and I counted points. I tracked points. I did Weight Watchers. I was able to lose 70 pounds. And when I finally lost those 70 pounds, I told myself, never again will I ever put the weight back on and put myself through this. Always being the one to pass up those sweet treats that are brought to work, or to be the one that continuously says, I can't eat that. The one that watches others enjoy all the foods that I would like to partake in. And I was so tired of the mindset that I had adopted. Restrictive mindset. I was so tired of counting everything, tracking everything, measuring everything before I could put it in my mouth. So I told myself, never again, right? Well, here we are. I have regained every single one of those 70 pounds. So that brings me to the big question. Why did I choose to go with intermittent fasting? Because I can get behind the science. Something that I want to put out there is that I haven't been without my own reservations. When I initially heard about intermittent fasting, I thought that it sounded unhealthy. I could see where others have thought about it as periods of starvation, but fasting is not a new concept. Kudos to the health experts like Dr. Jason Fung, Dr. Mark Mattson, individuals like Jen Stevens, and also Cynthia Thurlow that have done the legwork, that have presented the research, the studies. It's not that humans are incapable of losing weight and maintaining weight loss, but our approach has been so backwards. It has missed the reason behind weight gain. Hearing the science behind hormone imbalance that results in weight gain has been transformative. The reason behind these periods of fasting and then eating is to allow our body a reprieve from the glucose and insulin that we have circulating through our system that come as a response to the food that we consume. And it is not uncommon to have the 3 meals a day and then some. It is very common, in fact, to have snacks in between and maybe even dessert before dinner. But what we are lacking are those periods in which our insulin levels have come down. When we have these periods of lower insulin levels, our body is able to flip the switch and use counter-regulatory hormones that actually allow us to burn fat for fuel, as opposed to using the readily accessible glucose we have circulating after meals. And as a health professional, I feel that considering intermittent fasting as an option for weight management is an advantage to individuals, especially those that struggle with weight loss. And the subject, without doubt, comes up almost with every single patient encounter because it is that common. Obesity is truly an epidemic, with rates that are increasing and comorbidities that present hand in hand with the weight gain, like diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease. The list goes on and on. And with that, I'm going to get off my soapbox, because this video is about my weight loss journey and intermittent fasting. Another key reason that I'm choosing to go with intermittent fasting is that this third go around has produced very different results. Where I was able to lose weight in the past, substantial amounts of weight, I have reached a point in which my weight loss has become stagnant, meaning I have fallen back to diets that I have previously utilized that have been successful, and my weight will not budge. I would be remiss to not include the fact that I have had a medical evaluation. I have been screened for diabetes, for anemia, for thyroid dysfunction. I've had my cortisol levels checked. I've been screened for sleep apnea, you name it, the entire gamut. And for the most part, everything has come back normal. Until it didn't. The body is hugely resilient. But just because my labs were coming back normal time and time again does not mean that my body was not struggling. I now meet the criteria for prediabetes and subclinical hypothyroidism, both very important reasons to continue with trying to get healthy and to lose this weight. So a weight loss video could not be complete without the big reveal, meaning that number that I would love to take to my grave will be shared with all of you. I will be posting my weekly weigh-in and, of course, my baseline weight. I will be updating you all on measurement changes. I will also be sharing photos of all of the changes that I'm seeing on a regular basis. I will also be cycling through the different fasting windows that are available to see what it is that my body responds to the best. I will start with the 16-8 window, meaning that I will fast for 16 hours and I will have a eating window of 8 hours. I will progress to 18-6, 24, and then 23-1. And I ultimately want to work my way up to alternate day fasting, which is exactly what it sounds, alternating days of fasting and eating. And the reason being is that the studies that I have been researching suggest that alternate day fasting periods result in greater weight loss, but not only that, they come with additional health benefits. And that is another video that needs attention and the center seat all to itself, because intermittent fasting has amazing health benefits that I can't wait to share with all of you. That's it for this video. I am excited to get started on my weight loss journey and to share it with all of you. I am also looking forward to finally cutting the ties to what is referred to as diet brain. Because, as I mentioned time and time again, diets fail us, but it's not because we aren't putting in the work and we don't have the motivation to do so. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like to join me for my weight loss journey, as well as to learn all about the wonderful health benefits of intermittent fasting. I look forward to sharing all of that with you. I'll be kicking off my first week with 16.8, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.